home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That's reeled in. It's Virgil. Snowed under by the defense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got a man. It's Eakin. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eakin. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Using his feet. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
The play-action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to pass. It's Morton. With the catch, it's Joyner. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds a man by himself. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot shot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Back to pass, it's Morton. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Virgil. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll try the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
He'll start the return inside his 5. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Running back searching for a hole. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brady.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your...
There he goes. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal. He's got 99 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And that is no good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Oakland. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play under first down. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Morton. The short hand, it's Douglas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dances away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the counter play here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Dropping back, it's Morton. The sure hands, it's Williams. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to get to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give is to Williams. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To throw, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, he drops the throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy.
Gets away from one, finds room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Got a man. It's Eakin. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great style.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Kansas State pushing the pace. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about.